So while the event is virtual this year, the impact of the volunteers we're celebrating is very real. Their contributions, both during the pandemic and beyond, have made our community stronger, healthier, more inclusive, and more resilient. This evening, we honor Richmond Star volunteers while acknowledging that their work and ours happens on the traditional and unceded territory of the Musqueam, Tsawwassen, and Kwantlen people. We're guests on their land, and we're grateful that, in the spirit of community, they share it with us. We'd like to thank our presenting sponsor, the Dupuis Langan Group, and our media sponsor, the Richmond News. Both companies have a long history of promoting and supporting local volunteerism, and they've stepped up again this year to help shine a spotlight on Richmond's volunteer spirit. Now for something a little bit, or maybe totally different, to start things off, we have a special rendition of the Canadian National Anthem performed by professional sitarist Anju Bedi. And kindly often play for us.
Thank you. Hello everyone, my name is Anju. I will be playing Canada National Anthem of Canada on sitar with electronic tabla in celebration of Volunteers Are Stars Virtual Awards. Please join me. Thank you. Thank you very much.
The sitar is a classical Indian musical instrument that brings melodies of peace and harmony. Anju loves the art of music, and she is very passionate about playing the sitar. She has a master's degree from India specializing in the instrument and has been playing it for many years. Through the sitar, she hopes to spread peace and joy whenever and wherever she can. If you'd like to have Anju play at your community event, her phone number is in the chat box posted by Ryan, and you can also find her on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. We thank you again, and we give you a very warm virtual welcome. I'd now like to welcome the dignitaries joining us this evening, and I'm sorry I've got my screen off, so I'm going to name you, and hopefully you are in the room. I did see His Worship Mayor Malcolm Brody, Kelly Green, MLA for Richmond Steveston, Teresa Watt, I saw Teresa come in, MLA for Richmond North Centre, Henry Yao, MLA for Richmond South Centre, and Kenny Chu, Member of Parliament for Steveston, Richmond East. We also have a constituency representative for the Richmond, I'm going to get this wrong, Richmond East MLA's office with us tonight as well. So all of our constituencies are well represented tonight. We appreciate you being here to help celebrate National Volunteer Week, and we are going to invite one representative from each level of government to offer greetings and to share some words on the importance of volunteerism in our community. We'll start with Mayor Malcolm Brody, representing the city of Richmond. And Mayor Brody, if I could just warn you that unlike previous years where you have spoken at our Volunteers, our Stars in-person awards, we haven't given everyone a couple of drinks before the speeches tonight. So take it away.
Oh my goodness. And it's being recorded, so it'll be there for posterity. I'd like to welcome all of you on behalf of the city of Richmond. Last year, I believe this event was eventually canceled, and we've had the Volunteers or Stars for a number of years. And over the years, we have really celebrated some wonderful volunteers in our community. We want to pay tribute to all the volunteers in our community on as we recognize National Volunteer Week. I think we all are a part of Richmond, and we all know what an impact that the volunteers truly do have. People who very selflessly, they do things for other people. Sometimes they'll never even know who those other people are, but they give them of themselves so that the quality of life is better for the other person. And also, though I'm sure most of you have been involved in the volunteer opportunities, it makes you feel awfully good as well. So everybody benefits from the volunteerism. We're very appreciative that our CRG is so active in our community organizing the volunteers, because there are literally thousands of volunteers who work, COVID or not, they work in our community every day of the year in and year out. So to all the people who are nominated, I want to congratulate you. To the people who are the previous winners, I want to congratulate you as well and say thanks to those who helped to put together, the staff and the volunteers who helped to put together this event, the sponsors, the organizers, and all the supporters. So congratulations, and we're looking forward to hearing some real stories of success and true community spirit. So thanks, everyone.
Thank you, Mayor Brody. And just before I call on Kelly Green, representing the Government of British Columbia, Kelly, I would just like to say to you that as a nonprofit organization, and one that is quite involved in associations of nonprofit associations, we congratulate your government for actually having a minister, I believe it's a minister of state, for nonprofits. It's one place that nonprofits know to go when they require information, have questions, etc. So it's something that our nonprofit groups have been asking for many years. We just recently made representation to the federal government for the same thing, but the province of British Columbia, the government of British Columbia, is, to my knowledge, one of the first, if not the first, in Canada to do that. So I'd now like to call on Kelly Green, representing the government of British Columbia.
Thanks very much for that, Ed. I'm here to bring greetings from the provincial government to all of you here on National Volunteer Week. As Ed said, my name is Kelly Green. I'm MLA for Richmond Steveston, and I'm one of 4 MLAs in Richmond, and they are Henry Yao, Aman Singh, and Teresa Watt. And I'm coming to you today from the traditional and unceded territory of the Musqueam, Kwantlen, and Tsawwassen First Nations. Over the past year, we've heard amazing stories about the exceptional community spirit of Richmond's volunteers. And I was proud to speak about the Volunteers or Stars nominees at the BC Legislature and about how volunteers rose to the occasion as we faced a generational event with COVID-19. Parliamentary Secretary for Community Development and Nonprofits, and yes, it's a long title, Nikki Sharma, sent a letter of congratulations to the volunteers here tonight. In part, her letter reads, "To the nominees and all of you celebrating National Volunteer Week." Sorry, my screen just jumped. So to the nominees and all of you celebrating National Volunteer Week this week, I want you to know that the work you do does not go unnoticed. Together, we will recover from this pandemic and rebuild stronger than ever, thanks in no small part to volunteers like you. So I thank everybody here very, very much for all the work that they do. And congratulations to all the nominees in all 4 categories. And I wanted to say a personal, heartfelt thank you to each and every one for all that you do to make our home a better place. And we're so fortunate and grateful to have you. Thank you.
And I have to unmute myself before I go on. So thank you, Kelly. And representing the federal level, I'd like to call on Member of Parliament for Richmond, Steveston East. I hope I got that. Richmond East, Steveston. Sorry, Kenny. Kenny, say a few words.
That's okay, Ed. It's Steveston, Richmond East. Ed, community leaders and stars of tonight, the volunteers. Greetings from your federal representatives here in Ottawa. Also on behalf of MP Alice Wong, I'd like to deliver my heartfelt congratulations and greetings. What is the significance of April 19th? April 19th, last Monday, 2 days ago, to many people, it's the Mars lander Perseverance stowed away Ingenuity helicopter took its first flight on Mars, 287 million kilometers away. Well, one could also be saying that Monday was the federal government presented finally, after 2 years, budget 2021. But most importantly, though, I think a lot of people here would agree with me, Monday, it's also the first day of Canada's National Volunteer Week. It is a significant day because for the next several days, this country will be celebrating you, volunteers. Without volunteers, many of the organizations would not be able to function, let alone thrive, such as Richmond Care, Richmond Gives. I started paying attention to the organization's work even before its name was changed to RCRG in 2015. Before that, it was more obvious what is flowing through this organization's blood vein. Back then, it's called Volunteers Richmond. And it is you that we're celebrating today. It is you that we are congratulating. Thank you, Ed, for organizing. Thank you for inviting us. And I'm here to celebrate the success of your volunteers.
Thank you, Kenny. And thank you again to all of our elected officials who have taken time to be with us tonight. Over the next hour or a little bit under, we'll be presenting 4 awards. In each category, I will name the nominees and then invite one of our sponsors to introduce the recipient. After the introduction, we'll play a short video where the winner will speak further about their volunteer work. Once the video concludes, the winning volunteer will have an opportunity to say a few words. We encourage you to visit our website, rcrg.org, to read the profiles of the nominees. While there can only be one winner in each category, each and every nominee is truly a star, and it's inspiring to read about their impact. We'll begin with the Nova Star Award, which recognizes the contributions of individual volunteers. This year's nominees are Maisie DeBray, Patricia Lang, Jack Peary, Rowena Silver-Bridson, Don Taylor, Ray Wang, and Rosina Yip. To introduce the winner, I'd like to welcome Alvin Chow, publisher of the Richmond News. Alvin.
Thank you, Ed. On behalf of the Richmond News, we believe that every volunteer has his own unique story. So it is with great honor that the Richmond News is media sponsor of RCRG's Volunteers Are Stars Awards tonight. And congratulations to all the volunteers, finalists, and winners. And many thanks to RCRG in putting tonight's event to recognize our volunteers right here in Richmond. So our first award of the evening, Nova Star. Often putting the community before himself, this volunteer's dedication and optimism radiates outward, strengthening the many organizations he supports. Having motivated and mentor Richmond youth, his ability to inspire accountability and trust in the next generation of volunteers is nothing short of remarkable. As a mentor in the Richmond Cares, Richmond Gives Youth Now program, he has played a hands-on role in the learning and development of young leaders. Through his passion of volunteerism, he has helped highlight the importance of community involvement and how we can all contribute to the betterment of Richmond. Through his work on RCRG's Board of Directors, he has supported key seniors services, including grocery shopping, friendly visiting, and peer counseling. Most recently, he helped secure a $10,000 grant from the Vancouver Airport Authority's Community Relations Program to help fund RCRG's Seniors Community Support Services. It is thanks to passionate volunteers like him that Richmond's most vulnerable residents have access to the resources and services they need. He has also trained over 500 volunteers for YVR's Green Coat program, many of whom are older adults. Most importantly, his care towards volunteers extends outside of the purview of his job and into the community. It is not uncommon for him outside of work to do hospital visits and wellness checks for volunteers. As a board member at the heart of Richmond AIDS Society, he supports individuals and families living with AIDS and promotes sexual education awareness. With such a breadth of experience, he has played a part in dozens of community initiatives, supporting residents from all walks of life. One thing is clear, his lasting legacy is the inspiration he has given to so many youth and community members. He embodies what it means to be a volunteer and the dedication it requires. As an ambassador for Richmond's volunteer spirit, he is second to none. The winner of the Nova Star Award is Jack Peary. Congratulations, Jack.
Hi everyone, my name is Jack Peary and I volunteer for 3 different boards in the city of Richmond. The first organization that I volunteer at is the West Richmond Community Association, where we provide support for childcare and older adult services in our community. I also love to participate in a lot of our community events that we put on for our area. The second organization that I volunteer at is the Heart of Richmond AIDS Society, where we help individuals and families that are living with AIDS in our community, and also support a lot of our education pieces to the different school districts. The third organization that I volunteer at as a board member at is the Richmond Care, Richmond Gives. This is an organization that's really played an instrumental role in helping during the pandemic, helping individuals and families also connect with their community. So I like volunteering in the city of Richmond because it gives me a chance to give back to my community. I love working with our older adults and our youth in our city, and a lot of the programs that we have are things that I really enjoy. And I just want to create a really passionate community, and a community that involves everyone, regardless of where you come from. My favorite part of volunteering has to be getting an opportunity to meet a lot of passionate individuals. I've seen people that have just started volunteering, and also people that have been volunteering for decades on end. It's just so nice to hear their inspirational stories of where they come from, and it really inspires me to be a better volunteer. I've gained a sense of purpose in my life. Volunteering has given me an opportunity to do a lot of amazing things and learn a lot of skill sets that I've applied to being a better individual, as well as a better person for the community. My best advice to anyone that wants to volunteer in the city is, whether you're a youth or an older adult, there's never been a better time than now. The community centers and a lot of organizations need your help, and it's so important to step up, especially during the pandemic.
Thank you. And now here is the recipient of the Nova Star Award, Jack Peary.
Wow. Thank you so much, Alvin. And thank you, Ed. I'm extremely honored and humble to be receiving the Nova Star Award, especially as each of our nominees tonight are stars of Richmond as well. My journey to becoming a volunteer was really inspired by the Green Coat volunteers at YVR Airport. They taught me the spirit of giving back and the value of time. The friendships that I forged and life lessons that I've gained through volunteering have been invaluable. Winning this award would not have been possible without the inspiration I've received from my peers and mentors, who not only I look up to with the deepest respect, but I hope one day I can be like them too. And I'd like to take the opportunity to thank those individuals specifically tonight. Don Taylor and Hans Havis and the West Richmond Community Association for teaching me about unwavering service, dedication, and deep compassion for others. Ed Gavsey, Richard Vetter, and the board of Richmond Cares, Richmond Give for welcoming me and entrusting me to mentor as part of the Youth Now program. Carl Bailey and the Heart of Richmond Aid Society for demonstrating the importance of staying connected and creating a community for those individuals and families that are in need. And finally, my loved ones, my colleagues and friends, for not only supporting, but really encouraging me to giving back to the community at all times. This has been a difficult year where community has been more important than ever. Alongside all of you, I look forward to continuing to serve our beautiful community and the city of Richmond. Thank you again.
Thank you, Jack, and congratulations again. We turn now to the remarkable achievements of Richmond's youth volunteers, which we celebrate with the Shooting Star Award. This year, we have 4 nominees, and they are Josh Evangelista, Ayla McGilvery, Rashika Silva Kumar, and Zemo Wang. Diane Dupuy, president of the Dupuy-Langan Group, will introduce this year's winner. Diane?
I'll start again. Thanks, Ed. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Ed, Mayor Brody, and other dignitaries. The Dupuy-Langan Group is so very proud to be one of the sponsors to recognize the outstanding volunteers in our community and what they do. It's what makes this community of Richmond so great a place to live and to work. For those of you that don't know who we are the Dupuy-Langan Group. We're a benefit consulting group, so we do employee benefits for corporations. And we've been located here in Richmond for over 35 years now. And community involvement is a core value of our firm. And so tonight we are so very honored to be a sponsor along with Alvin and the Richmond News. Thank you to Richmond Cares, or RCRG, for the great work you do in the community. And thank you to all the, we want to congratulate all of the nominees this evening, all of the winners. It's what you do means so much to so many people. So let me tell you a little bit about the winner of the Shooting Star Award. Mental health, an issue that is often stigmatized and seldom discussed. After the year we've just had, the need for an open, honest conversation around mental health and mental wellness has never been greater. This volunteer is leading the way, ensuring that those who need help can receive it without judgment. Her campaigns with mental wellness organizations, such as Anxiety Canada and the Canadian Mental Health Association, have helped reduce stigma, raise awareness, and support those struggling with mental health issues. Today, she serves as a co-lead for the Anxiety Canada Youth Network, where she creates safe spaces for mental health discussions through the development of websites, podcasts, and apps. Much of her work focuses on empowering our community's youth. By organizing youth-centric mental health endeavors, She has provided young people with the skills and tools to overcome their personal challenges and succeed on their own terms. Her ongoing efforts to engage and encourage youth have often given them the confidence to jumpstart their careers. She has done everything humanly possible at the frontline, management, and governance levels to push forward the critical conversation about mental wellness. Her dream is to continue to have a positive impact in the field of mental health education. In her own words, "I hope to make mental health something people value enough to take care of and talk about, and create opportunities for people to care for themselves and the people around them." She has also taken an active role in creating opportunities for youth through STEM and arts initiatives. She has shown incredible heart and determination through her constant work with the community and post-secondary organizations. At just 19 years old, I mean, it's just amazing. She already has an impressive volunteer portfolio of over 9,000 hours and counting. Every day she's helping to build a brighter future, one where those who struggle with mental health feel seen and safe enough to seek support. The winner of the Shooting Star Award is Rashika Salva Kumar. Please join me in welcoming her.
2 or 3 places I volunteer at the Richmond Olympic Oval as an Olympic experience volunteer. I've been volunteering there since grade 10, so 4 to 5 years, and I just recently started helping out on the volunteer interviewer team, so it's been a fun process that way. And I also volunteer with Anxiety Canada as the youth committee team lead, and essentially there we just promote anxiety awareness and really work to destigmatize mental health. I volunteer so I can make a difference in the community. I think it's important to have a purpose and give back when we can. That way we all make the community a better place, one person at a time. I think it's the memories you make and the experiences you get and the people you meet as well. I think every volunteering position you have or anything you do really makes a difference. So that's why my favorite thing about volunteering is I think I've also been able to meet amazing people through my experiences who have really impacted the way I see life. I would say that I tell someone to make sure they're volunteering for what they're passionate about and make sure they feel like they're making a difference, because otherwise volunteering is unpurposeful for some people. So I think just finding out what really resonates with you is important.
It's my honor to welcome Rashika Silva Kumar to accept this year's Shooting Star Award. Rashika?
I just want to thank everyone again for hosting this award ceremony, and to all the volunteers here. I'm just really grateful to be here with everyone as well. And I also want to thank the Oval and Alex specifically, who were the start of my volunteering journey, and just for all the organizations, teams, and family and friends who have supported me along the way. And I'm just really grateful that you guys are doing such great work during the pandemic and that we can do this as well. So thank you again.
Thank you, Rashika. I don't know about everyone else in the event, but I always find that the Shooting Star Award makes me feel a bit inadequate, because I think back to my youth at that age, and I sure wasn't doing all those things. So congratulations. Up next is the Constellation Award, which is given to a volunteer group who had a substantial impact on the Richmond community. The nominees are CHIMO Crisis Line Volunteer Mentors, Fun for Goal Foundation, Mamas for Mamas Vancouver, Richmond Cares, Richmond Gives Shopping Volunteers, Richmond Olympic Experience 500-Hour Club, the Richmond RCMP Community Engagement Volunteers, Vancouver Fraser Lions Club, and Walk Richmond Volunteers. Here again is Alvin Chow to introduce the winner. Alvin?
Thank you, Ed. Constellation Award. So during the pandemic, the compassion and care shown by these volunteers has given hope to local seniors. assuring them that the Richmond community is always here to support them. Serving clients who often suffer from lack of mobility, poor health, and a shrinking social network, this volunteer group has played a critical role in delivering groceries, keeping Richmond seniors, a key at-risk population, safe and connected to their community. Known for their high level of customer service, these volunteers have maintained the same quality of care despite newly established safety protocols and restrictions. With over 2,550 hours of service in the last year, they have given peace of mind to the Richmond residents that their older family members have someone looking out for them. With the onset of COVID-19, the demand for grocery shopping and delivery skyrocketed almost overnight. And these volunteers continue to exhibit patience and resilience, working to offer this much needed service in the best and the safest way possible. They have helped clients with long-term health problems, maintaining their independence and remain in their homes for as long as possible. The volunteers have been instrumental in not only providing food deliveries, but building social connections with clients who have been unable to see their families, offering in the process a sense of comfort and reassurance. Since March 2020, these volunteers have completed a colossal 5,000 grocery orders, double the year before. Despite the hardship brought on by COVID-19, this volunteer group has continued to bring relief to seniors in the year marked by lockdowns and quarantines, far from an easy feat. This year, spurred by the global health crisis, more people than ever before have stepped up to help local seniors. There is no doubt that their tireless volunteer spirit has had a meaningful impact on the lives of Richmond's most vulnerable residents, their caregivers, and their families. The winner of this year's Constellation Award are the Richmond Cares, Richmond Gives Shopping Volunteers. Congratulations.
My name is Michelle. I volunteer at Richmond Care and Richmond Give. My role is to help the senior shopping. I call them every Wednesday in the morning. By the evening, I go to PriceSmart and shop what they needed. I like volunteer because I think most of the senior are lonely especially when they lost a loved one. They are happy to have somebody to talk to. So I'm happy to share their joy and pain with them.
Hi, my name is Mandy. I'm one of the volunteers in Richmond PriceSmart, and I'm very happy to be one of the volunteers, and I can cooperate with my team. My favorite part of the volunteering is I'm the shoppers, because I can find the things from the supermarket, and it's very interesting because when I find something, and then so I get like achievement of my score. So that's why I like to be a shoppers. I gained from the volunteer, I found that I have my relationship with my friends, and I can learn from my teammates, and I can serve the seniors. I would like to introduce some young teenagers and to be the volunteers, because they can just be the followers like us, and so they know how to give back to the society, and so they can have the aim in their life after they graduate from university and even though high school.
My name is Helen Beckwith, and I volunteer for Shop at Fun for Seniors. It's a program where we provide assistance to all our seniors and anybody else who can't get out of their homes to do their own shopping. We call them, we get their orders, then we go into the store and shop their orders, check them, and then deliver them. I volunteer because I live in this community, and it's so needful, and I'm trying to give back to the community a little bit of what they give to us. Also, I'm helping seniors, and I am a senior. My favorite part of volunteering is to be with other people, to help my community and to help the seniors, especially the people that can't get out to help themselves. Gain so much from volunteering. I've made new acquaintances, I've helped the community, I've helped my peers, and it's given me great satisfaction. It's my passion. I would advise everybody that's looking for volunteer jobs to find a volunteer job that they're enjoying, that they are interested in. There's no sense doing something that you're not interested in because you will not give it your all. But if you do something that's a passion for you, then you'll give it your all, and you'll be quite willing to go there and work with whoever you choose to work with.
Congratulations to the entire RCRG shopping team. And I'd like to invite Helen, if she is here with us, sorry, I can't see everyone on my screen, to accept this year's Constellation Award on behalf of the group. Helen, are you here? Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, there you are.
Hello, my name is Helen Beckwith, and I volunteer for Richmond Gives, Richmond Cares, Richmond Gives. And we do the shop by phone for seniors. But it's not only for seniors, it's for anybody who can't get out to shop for themselves. And doing this, we help the seniors stay in their homes much longer than they would be able to otherwise. Thank you very much for awarding us this program. And I'd also like to thank the many, many volunteers that take part in this program, because no program is an island unto itself. So I'd like to especially thank all the people, the grocery order takers, who spend their time calling the clients, getting the orders, preparing detailed lists for the shoppers, and getting them to the stores so that they can be shopped. Also, very important are the grocery delivery drivers who spend their time delivering the groceries to these people. Otherwise, they wouldn't have any food to eat. Of course, without the shoppers, the program wouldn't exist. So thank you very kindly to all the shoppers who go in, even during this time of the COVID-19, to shop in the stores for these seniors. Also, it's very important that we have a store to shop at. So thank you very much to Safeway and to PriceSmart for being so accommodating and supportive for us, not only through this pandemic, but always. They're always there to help. So volunteers all the volunteers who do the shopping, who do the order taking, who deliver the groceries, stand up, take a bow, because you are so appreciated. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you, Helen, and congratulations to you and the entire shopping group. Our final award of the evening honors nonprofit leadership and a lifelong commitment to community service. While there are only 2 nominees, their accomplishments could fill dozens of volunteer resumes. But no, it's just 2 volunteers, both of whom have spent a lifetime giving back to our community. Lucky for us, neither of them is stopping anytime soon. The nominees for the Star of Richmond Award are Jean Garnett and Melissa Chang. One last time, here's Diane Dupuy to announce the winner.
Thank you, Ed. This volunteer's comprehensive community involvement has impacted the lives of countless Richmond residents, from school children to seniors, as well as those engaged in arts and culture. Her ability to motivate and lead others for the good of the community remains unmatched. Through her involvement with the Canadian Federation of University Women, she has advocated for women's issues and greater fairness for all people. She also helped expand the organization's scholarship programs for Richmond students, so those facing financial hurdles could pursue a post-secondary education. Since 2003, she has helped lead Third Age Learning at Kwantlen, which provides social activity and ongoing learning opportunities for people over 50. As a pioneer for older adult education, she has re-engineered courses for online participation during the pandemic while still maintaining the important social interactions so valued by students. During 9 years as a representative on parent advisory councils, she provided guidance on better educating students, particularly those with learning challenges and disabilities. She also assisted school principals and counselors by mediating parental conflict to ensure that each party understood their responsibilities. Arts and culture are aspects of the community that often get overlooked. Fortunately, this volunteer has helped bring attention to the art and culture generated in Richmond, shining a spotlight on this thriving, vibrant area of community life. As a passionate advocate for the arts, she served 8 years as a board member with the Richmond Arts Coalition, where she supported artists and cultural organizations to develop a better profile in the community. While fully dedicating herself to all these volunteer activities, she has gained recognition as an accomplished artist in her own right. To date, she has created over 200 intricate paper collages, and most recently was featured by the Richmond Arts Coalition as February's Artist of the Month. Having served as an active leader for over 30 years, she has played a pivotal role shaping Richmond into a more inclusive community. The winner of the Star of Richmond Award is Jean Garnett.
My name is Jean Garnett, and I volunteer with a couple of organizations right now. First of all, CFUW Richmond, which is the Canadian Federation of University Women, and also Third Age Learning at Quantland, or TALK. CFUW Richmond I've been involved with for 30 years, and my current role is newsletter editor, although I've been in most executive positions over that time. CFUW Richmond does lots of community work. We have scholarships, we have a number of interest groups, we have a very active issues committee that advocates with various levels of government, and we have a lot of fun together. And Third Age Learning at Quantland, TALK, is an organization that puts on courses and other events for people over 50. I've been involved with that organization since 2003, and I'm currently the program chair and have sat on the board since 2009. I chair the Richmond Organizing Committee, as well as the Surrey one, and also the Compelling Conversations Committee. And in the past, I've been a board member of the Richmond Arts Coalition for 8 years as secretary, and before that on the board of Richmond District Parents Association for 9 years as president and past president and secretary. And I sat on many district committees and also volunteered at my children's schools as a leader in the Parent Advisory Council and on the School Planning Council. So I volunteer because I have skills to offer the various organizations. I meet wonderful people in all of those organizations, and I learn new things in these organizations as well. My favorite part of volunteering is gathering a group of people with different ideas around a table and gathering all their opinions and coming to consensus about the way forward for the organization. I find that that develops teamwork, and even though we may have similar backgrounds, we don't have similar experiences or points of view, and the more you can gather those different points of view, the better and stronger the decision-making process will be. The advice I would give to someone who wants to start volunteering is to not be afraid to take on a leadership role. Sometimes organizations struggle to get people to sit on the board or the executive. And my advice would be, even though you think you might not be able to do something or you don't have the skills, say yes, and then you will develop the skills. There'll be a number of people who are willing to train you or mentor you. So if someone asks, say yes, or even better, step forward and volunteer without even being asked.
Please welcome this year's Star of Richmond, Jean Garnett, to accept her award. Jean?
Thank you, Ed. And welcome to everyone, all the volunteers, the dignitaries and everything. And particularly thank you to Richmond Cares, Richmond Gives, because aren't we lucky to live in a city that has an organization like Richmond Cares, Richmond Gives that not only organizes and supports volunteers, but also celebrates them. So thank you very much for working so hard during this difficult year to put on this event. And thank you very much for the honor. I'd like to acknowledge the organizations that I've worked for many years. One thing you might not know about Canadian Federation of University Women is that you don't have to have a university degree to belong to the organization. You do have to be a woman, but we welcome all women as long as they support the goals of CFUW. And Third Age Learning at Kwantlen, TALK. We say TALK is cheap. It's only $10 a year to join. And if you're over 50, you're welcome to join. And then our courses are only about $15 each. So lifelong learning is important for everyone to keep your brain active and keep your connections with other people. Also, I think I should share this award with my husband, who in 30 years of volunteering has never once complained about the time or the money that I've spent volunteering. Instead, he has been so helpful. He's patiently helped me with computer issues. He's set out chairs for meetings and everything. He's helped set up various events. I couldn't do what I do without him. So thanks, Bob. And by the way, Bob nominated me for this award without my permission. However, he's done it. So thanks again to all the volunteers and to Richmond Cares, Richmond Gives for a magnificent ceremony and for all you do in the community, everyone, to support the people of Richmond. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Jean, and congratulations once again. With that, the 2021 Volunteers or Stars Awards come to a close. I'd like to once again congratulate all the winners and all of the nominees, and to thank you for so graciously giving your time in support of our community. Last year, we had to cancel the Volunteers or Stars Awards. This year, the only option was to hold them virtually. Next April, we're hopeful that finally we'll be able to gather again in person so we can celebrate Richmond's star volunteers together. We look forward to seeing you all there. For now, stay safe, take care, and happy National Volunteer Week. Thank you for sharing your time with us this evening.